Hello, we are Group B8. Today we are going to talk about our simulation report. During this presentation, we are going to explain different steps that we have followed for the simulation. Firstly, we have focused on the stage of customer journey. Then, based on this theory, we have chosen the keywords and adding them to the ad. We also are going to explain a summary of our results and some improvements that we are planning to include for getting better results on next rounds.
Let's begin with customer journey stages. Customer journey could be defined as a complete sum of experience that customers go through when interacting with a company and brand. Instead of looking just one part of the transaction or experience, the customer journey documents the full experience of being a customer. We can differentiate 5 stages. The first one, awareness, refers to the very first contact of the customer with the product or brand, with or without the desire of purchase. In the second stage, interest, customers usually show their interest through reference or expressions about advertising campaigns. In the third stage, consideration, customer already knows the product or brand. In this step, buyers actively investigate the brand in comparison with other competitors and express their preference toward a specific brand or product. In the fourth stage, conversion, customers shows their decision to buy the product or make comments reference to the transaction involved when buying the item. And then, in the last step, retention, is the moment when customers criticize, recommend, or simply talk about their personal experience with the product. Before starting with our campaign, we first chose the products that we want to sell. For round 3, we choose GoPro Hero 4, GoPro Hero 5, Canon Rebel 6IT, Panasonic Lumix 6 GF6, and Panasonic Lumix GX7. The reason behind this decision is that we have already used GoPro 4, Canon, and Panasonic Lumix GF6 in round 2, so we can compare our improvement while using different strategies in round 3. We also decide to include 2 new products in this round, GoPro Hero 5 because its high rate of sales, and Panasonic Lumix GX7 because the very high margin of benefit that this product have.
So, based on the different stage of customer journey, we have chosen the keywords. Using more generic words for the first stage and more specific during the last step. Keywords can be classified in 2 categories, long tail and fat head. In the graph, we can see that only 80.5% of the search traffic belongs to the fat head words. Fat head words normally have a high level of competition and monthly search with a low conversion rate. On the other hand, long tail keywords are longer and more specific. Each keyword doesn't receive many search, but as a group, long-tail keywords make up 70% of overall search. Based on this theory, we have allocated different types on keywords in each ad.
In terms of different stages of customer journey, we invest more money in long-tail keywords. We use this type of keywords mainly in consideration and conversion stages. We set a higher bid here because our objective in these 2 stages is to generate more profit by increasing our conversion rate. However, in awareness and interest, we use fathead keywords to attract more impressions and clicks. With this method, we try to increase the rate of search, knowing that the conversion rate is going to be low. For this reason, our bid here in this type of keyword is not very high, trying to reduce the amount of spent money.
According to the keywords classification and customer journey theory, we divide our ad campaign in 2 parts. The first one, the ad will focus on describe our 3 different brands, Canon, GoPro, and Panasonic. In the second part, we focus on the different products, creating 1 ad per product. In the landing page part, we decide to create 1 landing page per brand, trying to use the same keywords that we have used for the awareness and interest ad. We had 3 landing pages for brands, 1 for GoPro, 1 for Canon, and 1 for Panasonic.
We also create 1 landing page per product. This is one landing page for GoPro 4, GoPro 5, Canon Rebel, Panasonic Lumix GF6 and Panasonic Lumix GX7. In this case, we try to match the keywords that we use in consideration and conversion ads.
Here we can see an example of some of the ads that we create. For instance, in a wellness and interest ad, we have included some keywords such as best camera to buy, review, or action camera that belong to the fathead. And then in consideration and conversion ad, we have used more specific keywords such as GoPro Hero 4, Canon Rebel T6i that belong to the long tails.
In this table, compare our results in round 2 and 3. As we can see, we have improved our impressions, clicks, conversion units, sales, and profits. However, our conversion rate is slightly lower in round 3. This is probably because some of the products chosen haven't got a good rate of sale. This part is about product sales performance. In the pie chart, we can see how the GoPro Hero 5 and 4 take the main sales and earn 64% of profits. As for Canon, although sales are low, profit per unit is high. Thus, the total profit for Canon take approximately 21%. Comparing with the two popular brands, Panasonic have a bad performance in both sales and profits, mainly because of the higher cost of relevant keywords.
Let's move into the result of conversion and conversion rate in round 3. In this graph, we set up the ad group based on customer journey in round 3. As we can see, interest and consideration stage have higher level of conversion and those also in conversion rate. But in conversion stage, only have 2 conversion and 2.6% in conversion rate. We believe that the poor performance in conversion stage is because we didn't choose enough keywords.
So, how we can improve these results? We have noticed some mistakes in the previous rounds that we need to fix in the future. For instance, in round 2, we allocate the words separately. We didn't choose the keywords and create ad campaigns based on logic flow. After finding this problem, we decide to follow the entire customer journey to choose the keywords and create ad campaigns. We choose keywords based on each customer journey stage, create ads for every product in every stage, and then link these stages with landing pages. After doing so, we are getting a higher profit in round 3. Furthermore, we also find out that the keywords only can be chosen once and used in one round. So we delete some useful keywords in previous round to get a better performance in round 3. In round 3, we got results that show a low ROI index, which means we got a high click rate but a low conversion rate. We will work on this point in the following round to try to improve the result. Based on our analytics, we think one factor that may influence the ROI is the choice of the products. We need to find a better balance between high margin products and high conversion rate. Moreover, we also need to improve our keywords in ad campaigns to enhance our result. Therefore, in round 3, we decide to add 2 more new products, GoPro Hero 5 and Panasonic GX7. As we said before, we made this decision mainly because of the sales of GoPro Hero 5 is high, and in the case of Panasonic GX7, because of the high margin of profits. Moreover, these 2 products can be related to GoPro Hero 4 and Panasonic GF5 that we sell in round 2. Another reason why we choose to keep working on the same products is the A/B testing. This method consists in compare different versions of the same ad and including some difference to find out how this affects consumer behavior. In our campaign, we use A/B testing in round 2 and round 3, comparing GoPro 4, Canon Rebel, and Panasonic GX7. During round 3, we noticed a high conversion rate in consideration ads, meaning that these keywords perform better than others. So we will keep them in round 4 and change other with poor performance. Thanks for your attention. This is the end of our presentation.